Hey everyone, welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to add your product onto Amazon FBA. So by now you should have already signed up for an account with Amazon FBA, gone through those steps that I showed you. So then the next thing is to add your product. So let's go do that right now. So as soon as you finish that at tax interview, it's going to take you to this screen right here that says add a product. Now, it's asking you to put in the name of your product and to see if it's already on Amazon. Now, our product is not going to be on Amazon yet because we have a brand new product with a brand new name that Amazon has never seen the likes of before, right? Because we created this. This is our own unique product. So what I want you to do is click the button that says create a new product. Click this. All right, so now it's asking us to classify our product. So what you can do is go to this search box, search for your products category. We could type in the word supplement. We could type in the word weight loss. You saw that right in here. So supplement, weight loss, diet, and see what kind of categories come up. And then just click the find category. And if we find the winner, then we go with that. Otherwise, what you guys can do you see down here with the big list, browse for your products category. So you could try just going through this list to try to figure out which one of these categories closely matches what you're doing. And if you're not quite sure, here's a little pro tip that I can share with you. So in our case, we're doing supplements, right? So if you're not exactly sure what category to put this in, well, why not go over to Amazon, then do a search for your product. So for my example, I'll do like Garcinia Cambogia. And I would look to see what the top Garcinia Cambogia products are. And let's say I find some pills. And then what I do is I go to that product on Amazon. So do you see right here? Nature-wise Garcinia Cambogia. And as you can see, they got 5,291 customer reviews. So obviously they're making lots of sales. So they're doing something right? Then what we're going to do, let's go down to the bottom here. And I want to show you something down here. Right here. So do you see underneath where it says Amazon bestseller rank? Right there. So this is showing us what categories it's in. Health and personal care, right? So now we know that's the category it should go underneath. And vitamins and dietary supplements, weight loss, and then supplements. You see that? So that's the category right there. So health and personal care, vitamins and dietary supplements, weight loss, and supplements. So there we go. So then what we're going to do is we could just go down that list and go to it. Health and personal care, and then we'd want to look for vitamins and dietary supplements, etc. Now, I will say this. Right now, the supplement category is not coming up, and that is because I'm still waiting to get my account approved and verified. And then once you start adding in some products and get things all set up, you should be able to put it in the right category. But for now, just to keep moving forward, let's just grab one of these things. How about personal care? And we'll just say scented oils. And let's just click select so that we can move on. But a nice thing is we can always change this later, right? So first thing here, this thing is asking us for our information. Now, the good news is you actually don't have to fill out all this stuff. I know you're looking at this and it might seem a little overwhelming. Oh my goodness. But really, the only thing you got to put in here is the stuff that has the asterisk by it. Now, that's the main things that you got to put in. All these other things are really optional. Kind of like the size or the color. We don't got to put anything for that. But, and again, you can always go back and add this stuff later and adjust it. But for now, let's go ahead and put the product name right here. All right, so first, the product name. You see that right here? So the product name, this is the title that's going to come up on Amazon when people search. Right, so this is really, really important. This is how they find our product. This is what's going to make them want to click on it and ultimately buy it. Now, you've got a total of 250 characters that you can use, and I would encourage you to really stack this and try to fill it if you can. The more, and ideally with words that matter. So find out what the biggest benefits are for your product, what people really want, what's really important to them, and put that info in here. Now, we're going to talk more a little bit later about coming up with really great product names and titles and all that good stuff. But I just wanted to mention that now. It's really important to load it. So here's something I just came up with. Garcinia cambogia pure extract, 1,600 milligrams with 65% HCA extract, all natural weight loss supplement. And then I said made in the USA, and it's a 30-day supply. So you see how that thing is really packed and loaded? And again, you guys, if you're running out of ideas and you're not sure what to put in here, you should go to Amazon and look at the top selling products and get ideas from them. Figure out what's already working and come up with your own off of that. All right. So now where it says package quantity. So and actually it's telling me to make some slight little changes. So I'm just gonna hit the change all button, and there we go. So package quantity. So this really doesn't matter, especially when you're using the FBA, the fulfillment by Amazon. This is really if you're handling the shipping and you're sending the stuff out yourself, which we're not doing. But if that's the case, then you would, write down how much quantity you have, like say 50 bottles. Now, the nice thing is, since Amazon is going to be the one who's handling this for me, I could just put whatever number in here I want, because Amazon will track it and they'll know that how many bottles I got. And, if they sell out of the bottles, then they'll shut the offer down so people can't buy it and then tell me I need to buy more. So, for now, let's just put in something like 25 works for me. Next is the manufacturer, the full name of the publisher who issued the product. In this case, this would be your product's name. So we would do something like Blue Valley Supplements, right? And then let's go down here where it says brand name. So this is also, you could put down Blue Valley Supplements. And then let's go down. You see where it says EAN or UPC. So this is important. Now, in order to sell things through Amazon FBA, you are going to need to have UPC codes on the back of your product. So a UPC code is that little barcode. Let me just go to Google so I can show you exactly what one is, so that way you know. These barcodes that are on the back of each label. So what you're going to need to do before you send stuff out to Amazon is you actually need to come up with your UPC codes. And and once you have your own UPC code, you give it to your manufacturer, the person who makes the supplements, in my case, private label Nutra, and they're going to put that label on the back of every bottle. You're going to want to do this before you create 50 different bottles of your product, because in order for Amazon to sell things, they need this barcode. This is going to help them track things and stock it and warehouse it and do all that stuff. Because seriously, Amazon sells millions and millions of products, so they need to know what product is from who and where it's going out to, and all that kind of stuff. So where do you get a UPC code? So very, very simple. Let me show you. So the website I use for my UPC barcodes is this website right here. It's called cheapupcbarcode.com. cheapupcbarcode.com, and there's hyphens in between that, so it's cheap-upc-barcode.com. So this website will create a barcode for you that you can use. Now, just to be clear here, you only need a barcode for each individual kind of product that you're selling. So let's say, for example, if I want to sell 100 of my Garcinia cambogia supplements, I don't need to create 100 different barcodes. So it's not like every single bottle needs a unique barcode. What I would do for that is I'll just create one UPC barcode that I would then use for all of those products, right? So another example is, let's say I'm selling Garcinia cambogia, acai berry, and a colon cleanse product, right? And let's say I'm selling thousands of each of those, right? All I would need is I would just need 3 barcodes. I need a barcode for Garcinia cambogia, a barcode for the colon cleanse, and a separate barcode for the acai berry. Does that make sense? So yeah, so that's what I'm saying is it's really, really cheap. Doesn't cost that much money at all. Now at this website, they got a little option here for a free barcode, or they'll let you try to generate your own barcode down below. You type in digits. Now this is not these free barcodes. This is just for like novelty purposes. You can't legally use these barcode on Amazon. All right. If you want to get a real barcode that Amazon's going to accept, well, then what you want to do is you see the picture on the right with the tomato. Go to this big button here. It says buy now. All right. And then what you can do is you could just buy your barcode right here. And like I said, it's real cheap. You can get it for as cheap as $1.99. I think that's it if you buy a whole bunch of barcodes at once. Otherwise, for us, all what we would need to do is let's just start out with 10 barcodes, since that's the lowest that they're selling here. And that would cost us $19. And then literally we could just use these barcodes for the next 10 different items that we do, and we would be set. So again, what you would do is sign up for this, and sign up for this and purchase. And then what's going to happen is they will email you a barcode. They're going to give you the number for it, and they'll give you a PDF and some graphics for it. And it will be a graphic that looks like right here. All right. So what you're going to want to do once you get this graphic from them is you then send this over to your manufacturer. In my case, I would send that over to Private Label Nutra and tell them to slap that on my label or slap that onto my bottle. Or I would tell the graphic designer to do that if he's got like a really cool a really cool graphic he made. I'd tell the graphic designer, hey, put this label on my bottle, or on the design for the bottle that you created, and then I would give that to the manufacturer. And then when they create, when they make 50 bottles of my supplement for me, this is already going to be on the back of it, and then they ship it out to Amazon, right? So hopefully you're following that. You basically, just to recap, make sure we're all on the same page here in the order of how things go. First, what you're going to want to do is feel free to contact the Private Label Nutra or whatever manufacturer you use. Get them to send you a few test bottles. So I'd order like maybe 2 bottles, 3, 4, 5. Get that sent to my house. See how I like it. And then what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to send a lot more bottles, like say 25, 50 to Amazon. But before I send it to Amazon, I want to make sure that this barcode is on those diet pills. So I could either give that to my graphic designer, have him put it on the label, and then I give that label to my to the manufacturer, Private Label Nutra, or I just send this over to Private Label Nutra and see if they can slap it on before they make all my bottles, right? So hopefully that makes sense to you. So there it is. You would get a barcode just like this. And then as soon as you get your barcode, go ahead and go back over to Amazon, where it's got the EAN or EPC number right here. All right, so check this out. Just to make this super easy to follow, I just ordered 10 more barcodes, and this is showing me the barcode right here. This is showing me the first one, so I'm just going to copy this. And I can download the zip file right here. So I'm just going to click that and download the zip file. And that's going to have all the pictures that I'm going to want to send over to Private Label Nutra or send over to my graphics guy to slap it on the back. Okay. So there it is. That's how you get the barcodes, and that takes care of that. By the way, since we're talking barcodes, there's 2 other websites you can check out. SpeedyBarcodes.com. That's this website right here. SpeedyBarcodes.com. And one other one is this one. It's called InstantUPCCodes.com. InstantUPCCodes.com. They've all got pretty competitive, pretty similar prices, but I just thought I would mention them just in case one of those websites go down on you. So now you got 3 different options. So now that we got that barcode, let's go back over to add a product, and I'm just going to put that in right here, paste that barcode in. And now that we put that in, let's go ahead and click on next. All right, and as you can see, it just jumped to the next tab at the top. So you see we got vital info, offer, images, description, all these different tabs. Well, that's what we're going to talk about. But for now, let's just go to where it says offer. That's where we're at now. It's got the little asterisk by it. And for now, let's just go and do the mandatory ones here. Condition, well, our item is brand new, so we're going to put new. But if it's used, you would put used, right? All right, so next we've got year price and the sale price. So for the year price, we're gonna put down the full price of what we should sell our Garcinia Cambogia for. And then on Amazon, we're gonna tell it that, hey, right now we're gonna be running a special where they can get a discount. So this is gonna give us a little boost, and it's gonna put more urgency and make it look much more enticing, because it'll make them feel like they're getting a huge discount for buying it through Amazon. So, for example, let's say that our price for this thing is that we normally sell this for $59.95. And my sale price, let's say right now the sale price is $29.95. All right, and sale start date, well, just try to put this out as long as you can. I mean, I typically do for something like, 2 or 3 months. So you could start this at the current date wherever you're at, and then just do end price, as far as you can go, which I believe is 3 months. So we'll go all the way 3 months from now, and we'll pick that date. There you go. And where it says quantity, like how many we're running on the special, we could just put the full, however many bottles we're sending over to them. So, would it say like 50 or something? But again, you can always go back and change this to a higher number. It doesn't really matter there. So let's go down here. All right, now depending on where your product is made, you would then go to import designation, and I could say mine is made in USA, right? If it's not made in USA, then don't say it's made in USA. You can say imported, but that's fine. Now, country of publication, it's United States. Now, this is the big thing, though, I did want to point out, shipping method right there. So this is asking us, do we want to ship out the item, or do we want Amazon to ship out the item for us? We want Amazon to ship out the item for us. We're going to be using the FBA, right? So go down right here to say, I want Amazon to ship and provide customer service for my items if they sell. There it is. So now what I want you to do is underneath it, it's got remember the setting for next time. So that's great. And then you can go ahead and click on next. All right, so now that we've done all the mandatory stuff, what I want you to do now is go ahead and click the Save and Finish button. And we'll talk more about the images, description, keywords, and all that other stuff. But that takes care of what we're going to cover for now. So go ahead to the bottom and click on Save and Finish. And there you go. That will take you to this screen.